Good afternoon, Wade. This is Braden from Pacific Toyota here in Cairns, mate. Thank you so much again for your inquiry on our 2018 Toyota Prado, the GXL, sitting here in front of me for only $63,990 drive away. Absolutely awesome car. Can't wait to take you through it. Full service history, one owner from all down in Air, all through Toyota as well. So I'll show you through all that in just a second. Mate, the whole idea of this video, like I said, take you through the whole car in as much detail as I can. Any little marks I can find, try and be as picky as I can for you, anything that I can notice. Mate, a bit of an idea who we are. Obviously, down south, so we are Pacific Toyota here in Cairns. So I'm currently standing at 235 Mulgrave Road. You can see we're currently fully jam-packed. We've got our Toyota Lexus showrooms up the hill there, all our service departments down the road. And of course, we've got another location up at 77 Mulgrave Road here as well. Some more guys picking up a new Prado as well. So that's why we get some absolutely awesome cars just like this one here. So I'll get right into it for you. If you've got any questions or you can't quite see anything in the video, please just let me know. So very clean, right across obviously the windscreen, the bonnet, the roof, everything like that. You've got those genuine Toyota roof racks at the top there too. No chips or cracks or anything in the windscreen there either. Looking very tidy across the actual bonnet. Obviously, having done 99,000 kilometres, this thing is in fantastic condition. Actually struggling to see anything across the actual bonnet. These bonnet protectors do a fantastic job. A genuine one as well. Mate, just a very, very tiny little mark just there. It's not even in the paint. A bit of polish might even clean that up. I'll put my shadow up so you can see, but just a tiny little stone chip just there. Just these very, very minor sort of ones. It's just those common ones that you get on the front of the car, and that's just pressed in just a little bit from where it did. The stone must have hit. And same thing on this side here as well. So a couple of stone chips just on the front there. If that kind of thing is a concern for you, let me know, and we can always look at getting them touched up for you. Most of that's just dirt. Like I said, they get a little bit dusty sitting on the front of the road, but there's just a couple tiny little stone chips there too. So if they're a concern for you, mate, if you're going to put a bull bar on, this is obviously no worries. But if it is a concern for you, let me know. We can get them touched up. No dramas at all. So a good look through the inside there too. So obviously through the suspension, all the shockies, everything looking very, very tidy and clean. Absolutely stacks of tread left on these ATs. And very tidy looking rims through there as well. Very clean through the inside. So that wheel arch. Just going to get the camera underneath, try and get you a good look underneath there as well. There. So looking very clean down here as well. Just very tiny little marks, very hairline ones. Just on the actual edge there. Not too bad. And again, stacks of tread. And super clean through the actual important stuff. Through there. I'll keep heading down the passenger side for you. That's just a little bit of dirt that came right off. So very clean down the passenger side here too. And on that mirror there as well. Now you've got keyless entry on these guys being the GXL, so you've got the two little lines there. So you're going to push your fingers on those, it's going to lock those doors. That's now locked. As soon as we go away, come back, you simply put your hand on the inside there, and that unlocks the door for you too. So you've got the proximities on the inside of the handles and the two front doors. I've got the keys in my pocket, so they'll only work if they're within proximity. So very tidy through the actual inside here. Electric windows obviously the whole way around. Looking pretty clean, tidy across those door cards. Very tiny little sort of scuffing, very faint little scuffing just on the bits of plastic. Obviously people just catching their feet, jumping in and out. Your building compliance plates there too. Obviously all through the door jambs and everything there as well. Looking very clean. Genuine Prados, obviously the carpet ones all through there. Tiny little bit of sort of mark just on the inside of the glove box there, but very tight across the rest of the dash. Through the roof, also got that light interior on the roofing. Down to the back. Just try and get the camera down there. Let me know if you can't see. So we'll take you through the back in just a second. Obviously aircon vents down and grab handles on both rear rows, adjustable seat belts on both the front seats, obviously the drop down handles and the solid handles the whole way across as well. So through the inside here too. So the driver's seat, tiny little bit of wear, just those common ones that you get on the very edge on the right hand side there. And same thing just on the passenger side seat. So while I'm in here, I'll just quickly show you that service history. All your logbooks, manuals, all are in that inside there too. So like I said, was a private owner down in Air. Alrighty. So, full service history, let's go. 2018 at 10,000 kilometers, so Don West Toyota, they've done all the services through here. So down in air. 2019, 20,000 Ks. 2019 at October, 32,000 Ks. 2020 in February, 40,000 Ks. 2020 in October at 50,000 Ks. 2021 April, 63,000. So services, tyres, air, transfers, filters, beautiful. 2021, 70,000 Ks. 2022 in February, 80,000 Ks. 22 in August at 91,000 Ks, and then last service at November last year at 99,000 Ks. So not due again until 110. So literally full Toyota service history. It doesn't get any better than that. Close that up for you. Keep cruising down. Good look across the side step and everything there too. A little bit of dust on there, obviously from our sitting on the yard. Tiny little couple marks just on the very end of it. Probably they're very, very common ones from getting rocks that flick up from those tyres just into these ones here. So if you're driving on a bit of dust road or anything like that, it happens real quickly. See, just down to the back of that back wheel for you, looking very clean too. Stacks of tread. Try and give you a look through that chassis and everything there too. And these shockies again, suspension, leafs in the back. Alright, now these windows are not actually tinted, so that is just privacy glass. That's how they come out the factory, so we can actually tint them if that's something you want to look at. A little tiny, minor sort of fingernail mark just there. Maybe a ring or something like that. Child lock's all in the back here. Electric windows again the whole way around, and again that little light sort of scuffing just on the inside here from trying to get something in there. Like I said, you've got these genuine Prado mats on all four corners. Aircon controls, so temperature, fan speed, everything like that, all adjusted from the back here. Little argument separator in the middle here. So the cup holders all through the centre. Headrest obviously there as well. Actually that back seat there too. You can actually fold these down, so you got that little lever on the back there. Oh, push that out. Where is it? And sorry, just had to push that headrest down, so it actually made it the whole way through. So we got the child anchor points 1, 2, and 3 child anchor points for these seats, so they'll all go pretty much flat with the back. There's a tiny little bit of an angle, but just about totally flat to be able to give you access. Now we can actually lift that handle instead of dropping that down, and this one's going to come forward and giving you, roll forward, and that's going to give you access into those back seats. Now these ones, I'll show you once we're in the back as well, but you simply lift these guys up with that handle, clicks into place just like that. You push the headrest up into where it is, and these little seats, I'll show you when this one's up, you'll be able to see, but those seats are tucked away underneath. You simply got to pull them out, and it clicks into place. So really, really nice and easy to use. Whether you want the 7 seats, or whether you just want 5, or you want to put all these flat, you can do that too. So you can, very, very versatile in that kind of setup. Quick look across the roof. Can't reach up there, but hopefully the camera can. Just down to this last quarter for you. Obviously the fuel release just there too, so I'll show you where that is inside. Very minor little sort of, again, little tiny stone chips just across the back. I'll look at that wheel for you. Again, a couple tiny little stone chips just at the back here. Genuine tow bar. We got the, what have we got? I'd say 7-pin round. Yep, 7-pin round. Across the back there. All your parking sensors and everything as well. Pretty tight across the actual spare wheel carrier there too. Obviously keyless entry on here, just like the front doors, so you simply get your lock and your unlock as well, so you can do that as long as the keys are within proximity. Open that up. So that's all on struts. You can actually lock that into place like that. So if you go on a slope, or you're trying to unload stuff into the car or anything like that, you can lock it into place. It stops it falling back on you. A couple tiny little bits of wear across that back door through there. Trying to go in the right light so you can see. And same thing just on the inside here, just those common ones that you get from people obviously loading stuff onto the plastic. Tight end points all through the back here, so you've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 on the other side there too. Bits of storage, jack and tools. Whoop. That one goes into there like that. So like I said, they fold flat, so you get this massive, huge amount of space through there. You simply push this down like so, lift that one up, and that goes down into place. So obviously little bits of wear through the inside on the actual plastics itself. Just from obviously people sitting in the back or having probably having things stored in the back, I would say. 100 watt inverter plug, they come with factory as well, like that. And like I said, you simply pull this one, they come up, and you just pull that little one out of there. There's a little handle underneath that you use. and that'll come straight out as well. So awesome little setup. Quickly shut this up. Keep it down the driver's side for you. So again, just very sort of minor little marks. It's all stuff that we could look at getting touched up and that kind of thing, anything to help. Same thing, just there. Looking very clean on this last wheel. Again, pretty much new tyres on there. Stacks of life left on them. And just that last door card for you. Before we get to the driver's door, little tiny little scuff. That's that little, looks like a bottle or something's been sitting in there. And same thing, just those little entry marks. And finally down the driver's side. Now, while I've got you, so we've got obviously the central locking, so genuine Toyota Prado keys, so that one works, and so does that. So 2 working keys, perfect as well. That'll be your keys for the roof racks and everything like that as well. So you've got a full spare key here for that too. So we're going to jump inside. It's got the master controls and everything over this side. So the electric controls, central locking, and the window locks. Little bits of scuffing just on the driver's entry. Obviously, people catching that, being the highest traffic area of the car. A little bit of dirt through here because it has been for a test drive already. So we do get them recleaned, obviously, before we send them down to you. Height adjustments just there, so you can. That's at the max. So you simply push that back down. Otherwise, lift that back up, and it's going to raise and lower that height seat for you too. Lumbar adjustment there too, and of course the backrest as well. Airbags through the sides of these seats on the front. You got the push button ignition here, so you've got to have your foot on the brake. I'll show you that in just a second. Mirror adjustments, so left and right side, you simply adjust that toggle as you need to. Pushing that one there is going to fold those mirrors in electronically, so if you're at shops or anything like that and you want to protect those mirrors, stop anybody hitting them with their kids or groceries or anything like that, you can tuck them in. Automatic high beams as well, so basically they're light sensitive, so they're going to pick up the guys in front of you and they'll turn on and off as they need to. Washes for the headlights as well, and of course your idle up there too. Plenty of Blake switches all through here, so if you want to put light bars, spotties, anything like that, you don't have to go drilling holes in the dash, just put the switches in these guys instead. Fuel release, bonnet release, I'll pull that because I do want to show you under there as well. Just going to jump in, start it up, so like I said, foot on the brake, gives you a little reminder under there to tell you. Going. Now that looks like it's flashing. That is not the actual car, that is just my phone screen. There we go, just put it on the right angle. So that is my phone screen. I've literally done a couple of video tours today and every single one of these LCDs does it. The joys of it. Shouldn't have got a Samsung. So below there we got 99,601 kilometers as it sits right now. So no engine lights, no dash lights or anything like that either. Simply just the handbrake light down to the bottom left corner there too. On the steering wheel as well, so you've got these little buttons on the right hand side. So basically you've got the left and the right, and of course the little pages button, everything controlled by here. So you can push that in. So that controls all the little menus down the bottom there. So if we get that again, put the phone on the right angle so you can actually see. There you go. So as we go through, you see that we've got all the settings, all your average fuels, what direction the wheels are traveling, all the music, everything like that, all controlled through the inside here. So all your different settings, all notifications, everything like that. Personalization stuff controlled from the right hand side here as well. Safety settings, so lane departures all on the left hand side, adaptive cruise control over on the right hand side. So basically if you're driving along, you can set yourself off the person in front of you. Cruise control is all tucked in the bottom there. Radio stuff all on the left hand side, so you'll be able to answer and hang up the calls, volume, jump between stations, AM, Bluetooth, all that sort of stuff from up here as well. As we come over, headlights are all on the right hand side, wipers are all on the left hand side, nice and easy, pretty simple. Nice huge big touchscreen display here as well, so you've got a reverse camera in the back, so when the tow bar's there you should be able to just see that as well. It's a little bit hard with that sunlight, but you can just see it. And of course that is physically the back of the car there too, so when you're backing up towards things, it makes life nice and easy, especially trailers and that sort of thing. Put that back into park. Nice huge big button, so you can jump into AM, FM, all that sort of stuff from here as well. All your different stations, we'll jump onto that one. Oh, I can go over too. So nice big buttons, so that while you're driving makes it nice and easy to bounce between the different areas and menus and stuff like that. Fan speed in the middle, so temperatures on the left and the right, all independent. So drivers is over this side, passenger side's over there. So climate control is totally separate on the left and the right side of the car. Fan speed, where you want everything coming out of. Plenty of storage all through the middle there. Stacks, good for phones and that kind of thing. Cup holders in the middle, all hidden away. So your full drive starts all down here. So we've got second start, starting off in second gear, traction control, hill descent, so basically cruise control for coming down hills, your rear diff locks, center diff locks, and of course your full drive control there as well. All those parking sensors that I pointed out, you can turn on and off with those, and of course you've got a stack of blank switches there as well. Obviously the shifting in the bottom, so simply nice and easy with that one. The real genuine handbrake, which I think is the better way to go for four-wheel drives. Accessory plugs, USBs in there as well, little bits of storage, huge bit of storage, and just not a bad car at all. So like I said, you've got solid handles, drop down handles, solid drop down as well, adjustable seat belts on them as well. Best thing about these guys, I freaking love this, I wish I'd done on my Hilux, extended visor. So basically you can have those in the corner, and if the sun's right in that corner, you simply extend that out, so the driver's side's got it as well. Other than that, obviously you got the lights at the top there too, so activated by the mirror. Little eyes in the back of the head, so good for the little kiddies, and same thing all over this side here as well. I think it's the best thing in the world, that. Otherwise, like I said, not due for another service till 110,000 kilometres, but very, very well looked after car. So before we finish up, I'm just going to leave that running because I did pop that bonnet. I want to show you under there before we finish. So that's just beeping at me to let me know the car's running and I haven't actually turned it off. The keys are still in my pocket. It's just a little reminder for you. All up on struts, being the GXL. Very tidy through the inside of the bonnet. See down the bottom here, your battery. So one of the few cars that they still give you room to put a spare battery in as well. Back. 2.8 turbo diesel motor. So thank you again, mate, for your inquiry, Wade. And yeah, can't wait to hear feedback soon.